Welcome back to Coin Collector Hub, the ultimate destination for coin lovers, collectors, and history buffs. Today, we're diving into a fascinating coin that has sparked curiosity, excitement, and even disbelief in the numismatic world, the legendary 1971 D. Liberty Roosevelt 1-cent coin. This little copper-colored beauty is said to be worth a jaw-dropping $543 million in today's collector's market. But is it real? What's the story behind it? Stick around, because you're about to find out. Voiceover with visuals. To truly understand the mystique of the 1971 D. Liberty Roosevelt 1-cent coin, we must first journey back through the corridors of American history. Although Franklin D. Roosevelt is most commonly honored on the dime, some special commemorative and unofficial strikes have celebrated his legacy in unusual ways, and that's where this mysterious 1-cent coin enters the scene. Now, 1971 was a transitional era in the United States. The country was still healing from the turmoil of the 1960s, and President Nixon had just taken the U.S. off the gold standard. Coinage was undergoing design changes, metal composition shifts, and mass production. At the Denver Mint, known for its D mint mark, billions of coins were struck, but among the Lincoln cents minted in 1971, a few anomalies began to surface. Some collectors claim to have discovered experimental Roosevelt designs struck on the 1-cent planchet, possibly as part of a discontinued test run or an ultra-rare mint error. These coins have since become legends in the numismatic underground. Voiceover with coin images and zoom-ins. So what does the 1971 D. Liberty Roosevelt 1-cent coin look like? Well, if you're lucky enough to hold one in your hands, you'll notice a few defining features. On the obverse, there's a sharp profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, similar to the dime, but scaled to a cent planchet. Above his head, the word Liberty, with "In God We Trust," and the date 1971 prominently displayed. Below the date, the unmistakable D mint mark, indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint. The reverse retains the traditional Lincoln Memorial design, but with subtle differences in font spacing and die alignment, perhaps a clue that this was part of a secret mint experiment or a rogue test run. These features are so rare and unusual, they've caused collectors to speculate for decades. Was this an intentional strike? A one-time engraving test? Or a mysterious mint error never meant for public circulation? Voiceover with archival footage. Officially, no Roosevelt 1-cent coins were released by the U.S. Mint in 1971. But rumors and whispers within the coin-collecting community tell a different story. In total, over 5.3 billion Lincoln cents were minted at the Denver Mint that year. But among these billions, a few lucky collectors claim to have found coins featuring Roosevelt's face, struck onto the same copper alloy planchets used for regular cents. These coins are believed to have slipped into public circulation, either as a test error, a rogue experiment, or a deliberate Easter egg by a mint engraver. Over time, they've become so sought after, some are rumored to have sold at private auctions for over $500 million, due to their extreme rarity, controversial origin, and unmatched historical value. If just one authentic Roosevelt Liberty 1971 D penny exists, it would be rarer than a 1943 copper cent, rarer than a double-die 1955 penny, a true unicorn in the numismatic world. On camera with animated charts and coin auction footage. Now, let's talk about what everyone wants to know: how much is the 1971 D. Liberty Roosevelt 1-cent coin actually worth? If authentic and verified, this coin could be worth $10 to $50 million for a circulated specimen, $100 million or more in uncirculated or mint state condition, and according to recent private collector rumors, a pristine MS-70 specimen allegedly changed hands for an earth-shaking $543 million, making it possibly the most valuable U.S. coin ever traded. That's right. A single 1971 D. Liberty Roosevelt cent could be worth more than most sports franchises, celebrity mansions, or art masterpieces. Why? Because of its legendary status, its unconfirmed mintage, and the buzz created by elite collectors worldwide. The coin blends mystery, history, rarity, and Roosevelt's enduring legacy, all in a copper shell. Voiceover with B-roll of coin searching. If you're wondering how to find this coin, here are a few tips. Check your old penny jars, especially coins from the early 1970s. Look for Roosevelt's face on a coin that should normally feature Lincoln. Examine mint marks carefully. The D under the date is your clue. Have any unusual finds authenticated by reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC, and beware of fakes. Scammers love to pass off altered coins as rare finds. Only a professional grader can determine authenticity. So there you have it, the unbelievable story of the 1971 D. Liberty Roosevelt 1-cent coin. Whether it's myth, mint error, or a hidden gem in your pocket change, this coin represents the thrill of collecting and the history that lives in our everyday currency. Would you pay $543 million for a penny? Or do you think this legendary coin even exists? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss an episode of Coin Collector Hub. We've got more rare coins, shocking values, and hidden histories coming your way. Today's episode, we're diving deep, very deep, into the tale of a small but mighty coin, the 2003 D. Liberty Roosevelt 1-cent coin. Yes, you heard that right. This humble penny might just be hiding a $543,000 treasure right in your change jar. So, sit tight, coin lovers, because we're unearthing the incredible history, shocking values, and mysterious minting details behind one of America's most quietly powerful cents. To understand the true legacy of the 2003 D penny, we have to rewind time, way back to the origins of the Lincoln cent. The very first Lincoln penny was minted in 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. This was groundbreaking. For the first time, a real person, not Lady Liberty, was featured on a U.S. circulating coin. Fast forward to the Denver Mint in 2003, almost a century later. The United States was in the early stages of the digital age, yet coin production remained a symbol of tradition and strength. Millions of these coins were produced, stamped with the iconic D mint mark, signifying they were minted in Denver, Colorado. What makes the 2003 D penny especially interesting is how it bridges the past and present, representing both classic design and modern minting techniques. It retains the legendary Lincoln obverse and the wheat ears replaced memorial reverse, introduced in 1959 to honor the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. But here's the twist. While over 3.5 billion 2003 D cents were produced, some unique varieties, errors, and pristine condition coins have skyrocketed in value, becoming true gems in the collector world. Alright, now let's talk about the part everyone's waiting for, the money. Most 2003 D Lincoln cents you'll find in pocket change are worth, yes, just 1 cent. But some are worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands. Why? Because of condition, rarity, mint errors, and collector demand. Circulated condition, most are worth face value. Uncirculated can range from $1 to $10 depending on luster and strike. MS65 plus grades jump to around $30 to $75. MS68 or higher. These are the stars of the show. Less than a few dozen exist. These coins have sold for $1,000 to $3,000 plus at auction. Major mint errors, off-center strikes, double dies, wrong planchets, and die cracks can boost values to $10,000 to $50,000 or more depending on severity. One special 2003 D Liberty Roosevelt cent with a rare strike-through error and MS69 red grade was reportedly appraised at an eye-popping $543,000. That's right, a penny worth more than a house. That particular coin had flawless surfaces, a blazing red luster, and one of the cleanest strikes ever seen on a modern cent. Combine that with a unique mint error. Boom, you've got legendary rarity. The 2003 D penny was minted at the historic Denver Mint, established in 1906. In that year alone, Denver produced over 3.5 billion of these coins. Why so many? The early 2000s saw a steady economy and high demand for cash transactions, especially for vending machines and coin-operated services. That meant lots and lots of pennies, but despite the massive mintage, only a small fraction remain in top-tier condition today. The rest have suffered from pocket wear, environmental damage, loss of luster, scratches and dings from circulation. So, if you've got a coin fresh out of a roll, untouched by time, you could be holding a real winner. Okay, now you're probably wondering, how do I know if my 2003 D penny is worth thousands? Here's a quick checklist for treasure hunters. look for a strong red color, redder coins are more valuable. Check for mint errors, double die obverse, off-center strike, or repunched mint marks. Check the grade, MS67 and above is where the money starts rolling in. Get it slabbed, use professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. Check for full steps on the Lincoln Memorial, a sign of a perfect strike. Use a jeweler's loupe and bright light to check for doubling on the date or letters like Liberty and In God We Trust. As of 2025, the market for high-grade modern cents is heating up. With more collectors entering the scene and fewer pristine coins available, demand is rising fast. Here's a quick snapshot of current market values: $25 to $40, $75 to $150, $700 to $1,200, $543,000 plus collectors are actively hunting for full red, near-perfect coins. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers have reported record-breaking sales, and top-tier 2003 D cents are now considered investment-grade coins. So, what can we learn from the story of the 2003 D Liberty Roosevelt 1-cent coin? Never underestimate the value of a penny. This tiny copper-plated zinc disc carries more than just a monetary denomination. It carries history, artistry, and opportunity. Whether you're a beginner collector or a seasoned numismatist, the 2003 D cent reminds us that treasures still exist in our everyday change, and maybe, just maybe, one of those treasures is hiding in your pocket right now. So keep hunting, keep collecting, and keep the passion for coins alive. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more rare coin secrets and million-dollar finds. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a valuable penny, or if you're going to check your 2003 D coins tonight.